Well, kids, it's that time of year again. Yes, it is the NAACP Awards, and one Dwayne Wade, future Hall of Famer, NBA champion, on stage with his wife, Gabrielle Union, and their son, who likes to play dress-up, pushing full mental illness. Sadly, we're going back to Groomerville. No! I'm Jasper Gonzo, and this is what's next. Hey, what's up, guys? Jasper Gonzo here. Another What's Next, your daily dose of common sense, facts, and salt. Happy Thursday. Wow. These stories just keep going and going and going. You see them on libs of TikTok. You're seeing them on Twitter. You're seeing them pretty much everywhere. And of course, we are talking about the ongoing tranny menace and i.e. grooming. But when you go up on a national stage and have someone push another someone out front and center and make them look the clown because vicariously you live through them, then we have a problem. Enter one Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade, Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer, NBA champion with the Miami Heat. Of course, there's been a lot of press about him and his wife Gabrielle Union and regarding their son Zion. Yes, their son Zion. Over the last few years, their son Zion says, hey, you know what? Sometimes I feel like a nut and sometimes I don't. Well, I don't. He recently won a legal challenge to change his name from Zion to Zaya. Doesn't matter. You're still a dude. Well, at the NAACP Awards, yeah, front and center. Let's take a look. This comes out of Variety. Gabrielle Union, Dwayne Wade, delivered impassioned speech of advocating alphabet rights at the NAACP Image Awards. Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade were honored with the President's Award at the 54th Annual NAACP Awards, for their philanthropy work and vocal support of the alphabet community. On the red carpet, NAACP President and CEO Derek Johnson told Variety that Wades were selected specifically for the way they were privately and publicly supporting their son, Zion, who came out as trans, yes, because it is 2023 after all. I love the way they stood up and standing for their child, Johnson explained. We have 5 kids. For me, it's very significant for a father to stand strong and a mother to stand strong in support of their child. Yes, but not when it comes to mental illness. The special honor came one day after a 15-year-old, we're not talking about adult at 18, was granted the right to legally change his name and gender. He is legally now known as Zaya Malachi Aramis Wade. Wow. What a name. For his portion of the speech, Wade used the opportunity to speak directly to Zion, thanking his son for opening his eyes to be a better advocate. As your father, I've always wanted to do and get what right. He began. I sat back and watched how gracefully you've taken on public scrutiny. And even though it's not easy, I watched you walk out of the house every morning as yourself. I admire how you've handled the ignorance of our world. Yes, the ignorance. Are we talking about facts regarding mental illness? Just stating. I admire how you face that every day. To say that your village is proud of you is an understatement. Your village. Yeah, remember that? It takes a village from one Hillary Clinton? Yeah. Before I play that little clip, I'm just going to continue the story. As the camera zoomed closer, Wade continued, thanking his son for showing him how to be a better communicator. As your father, it's my job to create a version. It isn't a creative version of myself or direct your future. Yes, it is. As your father, it is your job to direct your son's future. Not because your son decides, well, you know what, I'm feeling a little pretty today. No, absolutely not. My role is to be a felicitator to your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. Zion, you made me a better human simply being who you were born to be, a baby boy. Zion Wade. So, baby, thank you for choosing the world, what courage, for showing the world what courage looks like. Yes, so stunning, so brave. I'm proud of. I was chosen to stand in your place as your father. In your place as your father. Interesting wording. And thank you so much for NAACP for this incredible honor. When Gabrielle Union took to the mic, She first spoke to the NAACP work around the advancements of lives of black people, paying respect to an organization that led us through the centuries of relentless change, pain, triumph, and change. Challenge, pain, triumph, and change, and now stands with us again at the foot of the very new era of activism, a new era that demands our collective answer to one simple question. What is a woman? No, I'm sorry. The question, will we fight for some, or will we fight for all our people? Let's just name a couple of hard truths. Continue. As the crowd settled down, their applause, of course, they applaud like seals. First, the intersection of black rights and the rights of the alphabet, trans and gender and non-conforming people, yes, made-up genders, continue to be rough. That's a huge understatement. Even though we demand equality, yes, equality, equal outcome, not equal opportunity, of course. At the top of our lungs, we consistently fail to extend our advocacy to protect some of our most vulnerable us, but yet you allow babies to be aborted to the tune of 25 million since 1973, but then again, facts. Second, she said, black trans people are being targeted. No, not really. Terrorized and hunted in this country. No, not really. Every day, everywhere. No, not really. And there's rarely a whisper about it. The couple's work with supporting the alphabet community, she said, is less about being activists or leaders as much as about being parents who love our children and will do whatever the hell we can to keep them seen, secure, and safe.
Guys, for that ovation. We don't stand up here alone. As we know, it takes a village, it takes a community. We stand up here today as two people who have worked tirelessly to have resources and access. As two people willing to use our microphones for what we believe and what other families are going through. I'm intentional when I use my platform. I recognize what I've been given, and it is my job to uplift the voices of others and share my access and resources. I want to take this moment to publicly speak to our daughter Zaya. Zaya, as your father, all I've wanted to do is direct your future.
All of our people. Second, black, trans, and secure. They don't drive real shift in the fight for justice.
Okay. I thought that clip would have had Zion on there, all dressed up and pretty with a wig on, and pumps, nails, and lipstick. But anywho, my thoughts. When you have a 15-year-old child, 15-year-old, we're not talking about 18, we're not talking about 25. At that point, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But when you're a minor, and when you have been pushing this grooming nonsense, which of course, both what Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union were doing on that stage, advocating groomers. That's what you were doing. You were just grooming. That's exactly what you're doing. The same thing that every day is being fought across the country by parents regarding stupid ass teachers. You do that on a national stage. Now, we don't know how many people saw this event. Of course, the NAACP Awards, is on BET. I don't know the audience ratings regarding it. But I guarantee you, it's not the majority of the people in the country who are watching this. Just like any award show, no one really gives two fucks anymore. But sadly, when you have your son, Zion, up there, embarrassing him, he embarrassing himself, getting legal rights at the age of 15 to change name and gender, you're not being a father. You're not being a mother. You're being his friend. You're not being parents. You're being his friend. And to me, anybody who looks at this outside with an open eye can see the clownery behind it, the buffoonery, the embarrassment of it, the horror of it by you playing along with your son. Instead of being a dad and stepping up and saying, no, you're not a girl, you're a boy. You're a son. You're my son. You were born my son. When you go up there and say, well, you know what? No, I'm proud of my baby girl. You look like an asshole. That's exactly what you look like. An asshole in front of the whole world to see. But then again, that's just me. I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.